right, good dawning. Welcome to another episode of Good Dawning. My name is Josh, or also known as Mr. Floyd here. Welcome, everybody. Grateful to see you here, and grateful for yesterday as well. And yeah, thank you guys for yesterday, and appreciate it. And almost became today. Kind of overslept, and grateful again for each and every one of you. And welcome to Good Dawning. All right. Let's see who's here. Millie, Tina, Chloe. Favorite Chloe, that you're feeling better. I just waking up to burning the candle on both ends. Ah, tired. So pardon me. So yeah. So today is exactly grateful, guys. Welcome, and to your Wednesday. All right. Let's see. Is it Tina, Lottie, Millie? Good dining. We. Hershey, good dawning as well. Grand Rising, Mr. Floyd, and everyone in the chat, sending blessings and positive vibes to you all. Thank you, Hershey. I felt that. I appreciate you. Grateful. All right. So yeah. So if you're new here, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. And yeah. So we'll. And thank you guys for yesterday. There's no real way to communicate that I'm not going to do a show other than to do what we did. Of course, put on the Discord as well. But yeah. So thank you. Thankful for each and every one of you there. And yeah. We, yeah, I don't know. I wanted to try to keep going to do this show without ever taking a day off and whatnot, but yeah, it kind of all snuck up on me, and so it needed to be done. And so yeah, grateful. The best way is to stick it on the title of the show. The title of the show is "There Is No Show." So yeah, that's what we do. And so yeah, it's the best system I could figure out. And then to throw it on the pinned message there, or put it on the message. Victor, good dawning, guys. So yeah, so finally all caught up with me, and just tired, just really tired. Trying to figure out what we're doing here, but otherwise, so yeah, I could visit my mother in September after all this. So yeah, so after all this craziness, I'll most likely go out there in September and visit with her after, yeah, a lot of this is even built on not speaking to her, so interesting. But yeah, so welcome, guys. Grateful to see each and every one of you here. We've got the Hero's Journeys deck here with the curved cards, and for healing purposes, we're going to move on from and starting the healing, and so the rose quartz as well, which is probably the most appropriate stone. I spent yesterday sitting there watching them build the stage for fish. That was fun. You met at Good Dawning. So yesterday I went to sat in the stadium in Boulder and watched them build the stage for fish. That's good stuff. And so yeah, so today I go back and finish sitting there watching them continue building the stage for fish, which takes good 2 days, 3 days, to build the stage for fish, because it's a pretty intricate stage that they have going on there. If you've ever seen a fish show, it's not just a standard stage. They bring their own whole canopy thing. It's crazy, and hundreds of people in wires swinging around. It's pretty insane. I'm glad you gave yourself some rest yesterday, and here we still are. Yes, grateful. I know. Thank you. I appreciate that. My mind are all gonna disappear. If I disappear one day, then if the monkey's not there, then so to speak, then we move on to the next corner. That's always my fear. And it goes back to my original abandonment wound, and then the new abandonment wound that I didn't even know I had when my mother went to the hospital when I was at 2 for 6 weeks. So yeah. So yeah, speaking of which, but I'm not carrying the wound per se. It's just part of the whole conglomeratory mess of stuff. Right? All right, so let's do Florida water here. Oh, we don't have Palo Santo. We need to get another stick. The intention is still here, and so if we spray Florida water, the intention is still the same. Either way, but now you don't have to smell grandma's house too, right? All right. Danielle Kinsman, I'm in your house. All right, so that's fine. Let's do this. Community moderation. Anyone? Subscribers. Duration 1 minute. Beautiful. All right, there you go. That eliminates. I'll take care of Danielle. Peace. There you go. All right. So, anyways, yeah, so grateful. So welcome, and grateful to see each and every one of you here now. Kind of whiff of the Florida water, which is great. It doesn't smell bad. It was overpowering, but yeah. Yeah, that's creepy. Exactly. And he's not in my house, but my house is really small. If anyone's in my house, believe you me, I would know. I can probably see them too. It's not like I'm commanding some big vista here when I'm sitting in my trusty round table. But yeah, that was creepy. But yeah, so welcome, guys. I appreciate all of you being here. And yeah, so let's get started. And yes, Friday is we'll do something for my birthday. I don't know what. But yeah, Saturday is my birthday, and so yeah, Friday we will do something to mark that on the show. And well, a little party, I guess. I have no idea. I don't really party for celebrate my birthday. I never have, like willingly myself. Usually, like last year, I didn't even announce it. Um, you did not know. So thank you for being respectful and for hitting the thumbs up. Oh, thank you, Hershey, for doing all the that stuff that. Thank you, please, yeah, for hitting the thumbs up when you come in, and yeah. All right, so let's see what we got with the Hero's Journeys cards here. We're all on a Hero's Journey. The hero is you to find you on your own journey. Right? All right, and of course, do not, if you have any blank paper, we're going to do some fast gratitude as well. All right, recap on the Florida water. All right, thank you, Jay Hojenkamp. Happy rotation. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's actually Saturday, but yeah, since we generally don't go live, so we make, who knows, maybe we'll do a surprise live Saturday. All right, so let's cut the cards. We're going to make 3 piles here. Restack. All right, so the bottom card adds our energetics for today. And then the top 3 cards to see how we obtain those said energetics. And yeah, away we go. Let's see what we got. All right, so the top card is the quest. Number 2. Plunge boldly into life. So what it's asking you to plunge boldly. Boldly plunge where no man has gone. Yeah. And in order to get to that, into the quest, into your own life, I guess, which is really the quest that you should, yeah, it's not a quest that there is to take, is number 39. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, if you want to add them up, which equals a 3 if you want to add it all the way down. So how much good can you handle? All right. So yeah, ask your universe that. Does anybody ever do that? Do you ask your universe how much good that you guys can handle there? Explore the upward spiral of grace. There you go. It's grace here. Explore the upward spiral of grace. So how much good can you handle is the question. That's what the card is asking, at least. And so by doing so, stepping into grace and exploring that upward spiral. So finding yourself in your own grace there and giving grace to yourself. Do you do so? That's the question. All right, number 37, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's an 11. We don't mess with 11, so that's a master number. And so stop and take in the view. So has anybody taken inventory as to where they're at and looking to see where they're looking to go? All the change in the card. I know exactly. Take stock of treasures you've earned. So yeah. So take stock of the treasures that you have earned, guys, and take an inventory if you haven't already, even just a standing still for a sec, a greater inventory of where you are and what you're looking for. Oops, there we go. All right, just messing with the chat there. All right, and then finally, the last card there is a 41, which is a 5, which is you hold the key to an awakened life, and of course, you hold that key. So if you haven't stopped to take inventory yet, what it's asking you to do is take inventory to see that Lucky Stone, good Donning, to that you hold that key. You are the key to the awakened life that you are looking for. And so just to go over real quick again, number 2, the quest was asking you to plunge boldly, I should say. Plunge boldly into your own universe there and into your life. Then it's saying, once you do so, how much good can you handle? Which is 9, 10, 12, which breaks down to a 3. Lucky, good done it. How much good can you handle? Explore the upward spiral of grace. And so explore that. Let the universe carry you up, is what it's asking you. And then stop and take in the view. All right, there you go. Stop and take in the view. So take stock of the treasures that you've earned. Stand in that space and kind of look out over your, and of course take stock. How many of you look where you are now compared to where you used to be? Oh my gosh. And where, so if you don't think you're not going anywhere, then ask your universe, then why'd you get me this far, right? So of course you're going somewhere. It's all of our distrust in ourselves and the lack and all of that. But yeah, you're going somewhere, so let yourself be brought to it. And I'm saying that to myself as well. The number 5 is the last card there, and the safe travels, Lucky. All right, we've got you hold the key to an awakened life. Number 5. So set yourself free. So it's asking you to set yourself free by seeing that you have an awakened life. It's your choice how you choose to live your life. So if you want to live it on the awakened side of the veil, you have every right to. If you want to sit on the other side and not take inventory and see where you stand and see how far you've gone, and really kind of take a step back to see that you're actually going somewhere, then that's up to you. But yeah, and of course. All right, so again, the Hero's Journey deck, if you're interested in that, is on Amazon there. Nobody specific. Kelly Walden or Sullivan Walden. Nobody specific. As far as I mean, not a name, and she's specific to herself, but not a name that we. It's not like a one of the bigger deck names or anything that we've done there. But yes, so everybody's specific, so we didn't mean it like that, but not a big name or anything that stands out as far as who makes decks or anything. All right, so we've got the curve cards here as well, and we do the curve cards for energetics every dawning as well. We're gonna take the jokers out. I'm not feeling like Joker's wild today and doing all crazy here, and nor do I feel like Chuck Willery, but exactly. Oh God, I'm feeling really dehydrated. Good dawning. My internet is slow and spinny. I'm trying to. Ooh, Bonnie, favor to your internet there, Bonnie. But we know that you're trying, and we're going to send love to your internet. We'll frame it out for you, and hopefully see you back in the chat there. But yeah, it seems like there's a few in the chat here who've been having internet issues, and we send love to all of them who do. Bonnie and Karen had internet issues at night. Her internet would go out, which makes absolutely no sense. If it's working at 5:55, why is it not working at 6:01? But yeah, so in Karen's end, that would go out as well. So favor there, Bonnie. But yeah, so let's work with the curve cards here. We do high speed energetics here, and that's for your intuitive purposes. But yeah, so let's. We're just gonna take the 4. We take the Joker out. I'm not feeling the extended cards today. We will put them back. Sometimes you feel like a Joker, sometimes you don't, right? So we're going to do the 4 cards and see how fast we can get with these today. And basically, we're just going to do red and black, and then we'll do the 4 suits real quick and spin off from there and see where we stand. But yeah. And hopefully, maybe Friday, maybe we'll get back to the park. But the weather's finally. This is about where it reaches. Yes, it's warm enough at this point. But when the show starts, it's just, the sun's still just barely up. I like the less well-known decks. So do I. I'm not a. I mean, it's cool to have like the Divine Masters deck by Kyle Gray. That's a big, probably the most popular deck you see on YouTube. But yeah, I agree with you. I love your new deck, Lottie. And yes, they are great. Not everyone has them. Absolutely. All right, so let's work with the cards, guys, and see what we get. And yeah. All right, so we've got the 4 cards here, and really we're just going to flip it up, call it red, call it black. This is for you. Having fast intuition changes everything and generally in your universe. You know which way to go. You can tell you're listening to yourself better. You listen to others better as well. And of course, you generally don't want to get karmic to yourself. Elizabeth, good dawning. The more intuitive me. If you're not subscribed to her, please do so. And I didn't pin it today, and I don't have time to grab it. But do keep in mind that on Monday, and I will make more of this tomorrow for sure. I'll get it all set up. Monday we'll have Angela on. She's going to be part of Good Dawning on Monday. Angela sings light language. If you've not seen her channel yet, we will get a pin. We'll get a post up as well. And kind of shift some focus here to Angela over the next couple of days, as well as my birthday, of course. But no, Angela is going to be singing on Monday, and she's amazing. If you've not seen her channel before, and maybe if Millie wants to grab that, or if somebody can, but we'll get it pinned to the channel here once if it pops in, or I'll put it in tomorrow. But she's going to be live with us Monday on Good Dawning. We'll take an extra couple minutes on Good Dawning Monday as well. But we're going to have her do her light language and singing kind of all at the same time there. And it's quite an impressive feat to hear that. And we've been trying to get this set up for a while, but with my universe being as it was. But yeah, so Monday we'll have her on. So it'll be a shared show on Monday. We'll do the first half of the show will be normal, and then the second half of the show we're going to have Angela on, and she's going to sing us out with her light language there. So I can't remember her channel name. I know it's not specifically exactly. Where did I share it last night? Oh, it's all over in Truthwave. I put it in Truthwave there once, but then we'll find it again. I will get it pinned up. It's not specifically Angela either. It's like the magic, the healing, healing something with something, or exactly with Angela. But yeah, but we'll get it pinned up there either way, and that's what I mean. You don't have your channel names. Not exactly. Truthwave was easy because that's how we found Victor. But otherwise, it's easy. You just kind of knew that. But otherwise, yeah. If your channel name is not always specifically your name, sometimes it gets a lot. Or like finding a Jared, like Huda. So I always go to my community tab. But we'll get her posted up there for sure. And but yeah. So Monday, guys, Angela will be live with us. So keep that in mind. All right. So here we go, guys, with the curve cards here. Again, red or black, you call it. Once you guess it, you get 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Victor, good dawning. And then we're going to flip it, and you'll see what we get there. All right, guys, here we go. Red or black. Doesn't matter the suit. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Black. It's just that simple. Really, this should take like 5 seconds in the future. But oh, there we go. There it is. All right. Thank you, Chloe. All right. Yeah, it's not a specific name to her name, so that's why sometimes. All right. So, pin message. All right, so there's Angela's channel. And so if you want to subscribe, if you have not subscribed yet, we're making her the small channel of the day anyways. Do so. Shouldn't have any, it's all shorts, but check them out, guys. I haven't checked out too many of them. But I was, like I said, because yeah, exactly. All right, but we will check those out. You guys check those out as well. And we will have her on, again, Monday. She's going to be live, and most of the show is actually going to be Angela doing. And then we'll do an interview, of course, and then we'll get jump right on and have her do her light language with us here on the show. All right, ready? What color is this? 1, 2, 3. Boom. Red or black? Black. Really, it's just that fast. Really? 1, 2, 3. Red or black? This should be pretty easy, actually. Monkey Man Productions. Good dawning. All right. Red. And then finally, last card is going to be red as well. Sometimes they'll split. There's only a handful of ways you can go when you're shuffling just 4 cards, but it's a good way to start. All right, so next 4 cards, here we go, upside. These are going to be the suits, guys, so we'll take real quick here. Again, just like we did before, the reasons for fast intuition. I'm going to grab some more water here. But the reason for fast intuition is... isn't always there. If you can't think of one reason why you would want fast intuition. Just if you get lost in your car, lost in a desert, lost in the woods, lost on a mountain, having fast intuition. Do I make a left or a right? Helene, good dawning. I'm grateful to see you, Henny. And yeah, so let's work with the curve cards again. This time, just call the suit out as you see it. Fatima, good dawning. Blessings. Love you. Grateful to see you. Chloe, big squishies. All right, so let's flip this out here. If you look at the bottom pin there, the pin message, that's going to be Angela's channel. Do subscribe to Angela. We're making her the small channel of the day. And please subscribe. And we're going to have her live here on Monday to sing her light language with us. Clint, good dawning. Welcome, brother. All right, so here we go. Flip card up. Call the suit as you see it. Is this a diamond, spade, heart, or clubs? 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, and 5. All right, it's a heart. So ace of hearts. All right, these are all aces, of course. And here we go again. And what suit is that? We've got a diamond in there. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ace clubs. And the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spades. All right. For those who just typed in the club there, that was the last card. So there we go. And then finally, the last card should be pretty simple. But again, I'm going to flip it. I'll flip it up once. You may have seen it already. But yeah, it's the last suit. So it's always a memory test. It's the Ace of Diamonds. If you're using 4 cards there, or even if you use 6, or if you put in the 2 jokers, it could be a memory test as well as to what card was last. Part of our intuition is our memory and remembering what we saw, what is. And of course, 50% of what we remember is what we remembered based on the colorings we placed to those memories to begin with. But exactly. All right, so yeah, thank you again for yesterday, guys. I truly appreciate it. I was still am, and probably will take a nap today before I go to work just to play catch up. Tomorrow's going to be chaotic and crazy, as yeah, we work on. You ever go to the concerts and be like, you see the guys way up front there on the floor, and you're like, yeah, I want to be that guy. Well, that's going to be me on tomorrow, so it'll be fun. Basically, my job is to just make sure nobody throws themselves out of the floor or has an issue of some sort. And so yeah, but it'll be fun. Never kind of work this kind of yeah, so it'll be interesting. Clearly, I'm still asleep. Aren't we all? But in a lot of ways, aren't we all still asleep? That's the question. How asleep are you, or how awake are you? Teresa, good dawning. And Teresa was live yesterday. I was at work, so I apologize, Teresa, for missing your live there. But getting situated at work, watching the field yesterday at Fish. But so thank you. But yeah, I have not watched the replay, but I will skip into it later today, hopefully, and get a chance to watch that. But if you have not, Wounds to Wisdom with Teresa there, she is live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. She went live yesterday. I was at work, but was not able to watch. But we'll definitely try to check it out. Please do subscribe to Teresa as well and check that out. She'll be live again Thursday. And Thursday, I definitely will not be able to watch. Well, actually, she's live at 3, which is, I work at 3:30, so I'm able to watch a little bit of it. But, all right. So, yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. So, yeah. All right. So, let's, if you have a blank piece of paper here, what we've been doing on the show here and what, continue doing is fast gratitude. So, and why do we do that as well? It's all fast energetics. Energetics comes at you. Your universe comes at you at the speed of light. Literally, it's as fast as you can see it, which is, and of course, and the speed of sound, right? So your universe is coming at you at those 2 numbers. And as you're spinning on a toroidal field, theoretically, that's spinning 30,000 miles an hour. And so, yeah, so from your end, that's why we do fast graphics, or fast gratitude, fast intuition there, fast, all of that, right? Gratitude, there we go. Not graphic, but fast everything. Because once we are in the, right, we need to know what we want to do. If the car is moving at 65 miles an hour and you got to make a left or a right, and you got a mile to go, so you have less than a minute to decide, am I getting off at this exit or not? You have no GPS. What do? There you go. That's why we do the fast, right. Exactly. The bear comes running up to you. Fast energetics. Freeze or run. Right. Freeze. You want to run, but you want to freeze, right? The bear will dust you and tackle you over. But yeah, so grab a pen and piece of paper if you have it there. But that's the idea, is that everything's moving at a high rate of speed. Shouldn't you as well? The faster you can interpret what's moving around you, the faster you can jump into your universe to go, do I go this way? Do I go that way? Which way am I going in my universe? Then the faster, the easier it is for us to make change and to navigate through our universe. I'm not very fast. This is challenging favor. Remember to do all the YouTube things. Give the thumbs up a headache by smashing it hard. There you go. Oh, I like that. Thank you. Thanks, Hershey. Yeah, please do like, subscribe, and hit the bell. If you're new here, we do this Monday through Friday at the same time, same channel here. And yeah, if you're watching the replay or the rewind. Sometimes you ever wake up and just like, I can't have enough water. There's not enough water. Robert V. Good dawning, Robert V. Part of the Milky Way Soul Tribe there. Good dawning, brother. Grateful to see you there. All right, so if you have a pen and a piece of paper, in this case, copy paper, bleached paper, and there's no tree that's ever come out white. Yeah. So take that. We're going to write down 5 things that we are grateful for, and we're going to do so in a lickety split fashion. That way, again, fast energies, fast gratitude, speed us up into our intuitive selves, and speed us up into our higher selves as well. So grab your pen, grab your paper. We're going to take less than a minute here, and then we're going to clear some energies for today from the rest earlier this week. Set some intentions for today, and work with zeros cuts, of course. We may do a channeling as well. I'm not anticipating, but who knows, right? The channeling portion of the show is really just my higher self, as been stated a few times here, to say the least. But so if we do channel, there we go. Play, love, remember. Good dawning as well. All right, so if you have a pen and piece of paper, we're about to start some fast gratitude here. And again, why? If you can do fast gratitude in like 5 seconds and come up with a couple of things, or if you are centered in an energy of gratitude, no matter what comes at you, for you, or to you, you are going to be ready for it, because you will in that energy of gratitude, even if it's something that's not bringing positives to you or lifting you up at that moment, you're still going to be up there. It's still going to pull you up. And again, sorry, there's no microphone. I fell asleep. I've been tired. And I got a reading from her. She was it last Friday when she did her lives? And it was like burning the candle at both ends. And I'm like, yeah, what? I don't know. But yeah, so poof, this week it all caught up with me, and with the craziness of this week as well, and my birthday, and then what I learned from, yeah, exactly. All the energies have kind of caught up with me. So I appreciate you all, and so from yesterday's end as well. But grab your pen and paper. Let's do 5 things that we're grateful for. Take a deep breath in with me, if you would. We're just going to recenter ourselves real quick. So take a breath in. Hold it 4 seconds. Box breathing, cycle breathing. Release 4 seconds. And pause for 4 seconds. We'll do one more. Breathe in. Hold it. And release. And you don't want to do things in 2, so we got to add a third, right? So breathe in. We can do 6, but no, we want to do 3. So breathe in. Hold it. And release. All right. If anything, you should feel a little more calm, for sure. All right. So 5 things you are grateful for. You can write it You can write it into the chat if you would. We'll read it back. You can put it on paper, or you can write it on the sand or chisel it, whatever works for you. But here we go. 5 things you are grateful for. Take a minute and begin. All right. All right. So 50 seconds. That'll work. 45 seconds. All right. So what are you grateful for? Keep writing it out, guys. And you can put it in the chat if you want, and we'll read it back. But for myself, I wrote grateful for love, grateful for all of you. Honestly, half the reason, and I'll be honest, it goes back to my abandonment wound. Half the reason why I wouldn't take any minute off of Good Dawning is, in my mind, and then that's not the case. We know this, but in my mind, it was if I cancel Good Dawning for a day, then I'm going to come back to nothing, right? You're all going to leave because it's just, but that's not the case, and I really knew that intrinsically. But the trauma body did not, and so thus. All right, Lottie B. Well, let me finish my list here. This show. So I'm grateful for this show, which is a purpose, right? And so I'm grateful for purpose now as well, and grateful for ways to earn monies, the ways to be in the flow, so that I'm grateful for choice, right? So if you're in the flow, you are grateful for, you have more choice in your universe. You can buy the T-bone over the sirloin steak, right? And then you have more choice. But Lottie B, family, dogs, this community, my job, and above all, the weather has finally cooled down, and I'm no longer melting. Us Brits don't cope well with heat. No, I understand that, Lottie. I can imagine. Mo, good dawning. Grateful for all of you. I'm grateful for you, Mo. Thank you. I'm grateful for having emotional support, for spirit guidance, for another day of life, for you and for having extra day off this week. Oh, blast. Yeah, I never thought of it that way. That's true. We do have an extra day off. Or at least myself, it's a holiday pay, so I do the same. Grateful for me, us, you. Grateful for me, you, us, we, love. All right, Tina, I like that. That's perfect. Millie, I'm grateful for every day, my internet, cell phone, comfy blankies, family, coffee, and food. There you go. Blessed. All right, favor. I'm so grateful for so many things. Robert V. Blessings, love. All right, Fatima. All right, you can't get rid of us that easily, Josh. You know, in my mind though, and when you have a trauma that's abandonment, and then you realize you wake up and you realize you had just a cemented trauma that you had a hidden abandonment trauma. I didn't even realize my mother had gone to the hospital at age 2 until she said she went to the hospital at age 2 when I was 2. That was like a hidden suppressed trauma on top of everything else. Yeah, exactly. Craziness. But yeah, that's why I would think you guys. So yeah, for like 7 months, I was like, don't disappear. Where are they gonna go? I was still in that trauma, and I wasn't grounded enough in myself or the faith that I had in you, in myself, that you would return, or the faith that I had in this show or anything else. Great energy this stunning. I feel calm. Not it doesn't feel calm. I don't feel calm normally. I'm just like, oh, thank you, Mo. Yeah, there's a calm in. I'm all right. It's gonna be all right. And even if it's gonna be what it is either way. That's the thing. You got to learn to. I had to learn. You choose. I had to learn. There we go. And I can speak for everybody to calm and peace and just let that flow. Thank you, Mo. I really appreciate that. I am so grateful for all the information I'm receiving and, of course, being guided in my life. Absolutely. And we're guided all the time. That's why we're doing the fast intuition here is to guide ours, learn to jump in and be able to hear those, what we're being guided to, what we're guided for, and to be able to see it as well. A lot of times we're guided to stuff that we don't even see. This is like all of a sudden you're in the motorcycle whizzing by, right? And that's the universe has given us everything. So yes, we ground into our intuitive self. Then when it doesn't whiz by, we jump in and we can get in them and grab it, so to speak. No matter what, we'll be okay. Absolutely, absolutely correct. So yeah, so from my end here, we're going to do this again tomorrow. Love, grateful for all of you. This show, purpose, ways to earn cash ola. Why? Because that equals choice. The more money you have, the more choice you have. If you are karmic about things to yourself and you feel living in lack, then the universe is going to create more lack. You have less choice. You're out of the flow of your universe. And so when you're out of your own flow, then you have to, you get in a survival mode. Nobody wants to. Being in survival mode is, yeah. That's where a lot of us tend to get stuck. I got stuck myself and didn't see a bigger picture and not at all. Just saw that I can survive doing this and that, but now it's like, all right, we've even the keel, so to speak. The ship isn't going like this anymore. It's still rocky, but it's still rolling, but we're much more balanced. So now I have once you can get out of that sinking sensation, grateful for my awareness. Awesome. Once you can get Victor, play. Yes, so once we get out of that sinking sensation and the cool sensation, like from a York peppermint patty, right now, but the sinking sensation that your universe is the Titanic, then it makes it easier as well to slow down and then see into the intuitive self and see more gratitude into the situation and see how things really are. All right, let's do a channeling. I haven't channeled in a while. I don't know what I'm channeling here, but I could tell you who I'm channeling. It's my higher self, generally speaking, as Saint Germain, Archangel Raphael, Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, White Buffalo, Calf Woman, and maybe Archangel Michael, but generally not. Yeah, so let's see what we do here, guys. But when you see me channel here, there's no goofiness about it. I just jump right in and channel. And yeah, we got a haircut set as well for I'm like messing with my hair for my birthday. It's the third different hair person at the same place, but I decided I wanted a haircut on my birthday for me. So we will do so here and cut this down and get these trimming shears and clean myself up. But yeah. All right, so here we go, guys. Let's see who I channel here and see what the message is. But yeah, welcome, guys. Grateful that you're all here. And if you're new here again, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for when I do go live. And who knows? I did a random a few days ago, a rando live, and I'm sure there will be more from mountains vista there for a certain gentleman in the chat there. We will do a try to do a live from the mountain from some mountaintop somewhere and do something funky. The problem is, well, generally speaking, it's not a problem, but generally speaking, not always the case, but most no cell signal. There's mountains there; they don't like cells, cell signals. A lot of blocking stuff there. So, but we will do what we can. And something in my glass or on my glass? It's in my glass. But great for fresh new year. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I found this at Goodwill. Isis spoke at Goodwill. I think it was the same day I found like an Adidas hoodie and a Puma hoodie and a North Face hoodie, all in and a be a good person hoodie, but it's too small. But I still kept it just for the sake of saying I found this at Goodwill. I'm grateful for quick changes happening in myself and world. Yes, changes. Are you turning to face your own strange? That's the question. All right, here we go, guys. Let's channel. Just clearing energies. All right. Saint Germain, we are grateful to be here. Far you to you. We are channeling through Josh. Far you to you today, right? We have Archangel Raphael, but he has his own energy. We have put him in the. He has his own bus, right? So he is not on this bus. You are on this bus, right? So are you able to slow down into your universe? We're going to kind of center in on what we've been doing here, right? Why do we do what we do, right? Fast gratitude, fast energies, right? Why are we moving with the speed of sound or the speed of light, right? In your universe. The question is, why do we even care, right? Why are we worrying about all this and just not going out in our universe? So why do we look into gratitude? It's your attitude, right? If you are standing in the gratitude attitude, then you are grateful already, showing the universe. And this is the key, right? This is all of it. We can end the channeling right here. Which you are grateful for, what you tell your universe, what you stand in, your universe creates a universe around what you are grateful for as well, right? So if you are telling your universe that you are grateful for your amazing spouse, but you have nobody in your universe, right? But you keep saying it. What are you saying? You are acknowledging to the universe that they have already put a spouse in your universe. Are you seeing where we are going here? What can it create then? If you are not being karmic about what you are stating, being negative or like coming from your ego or fear or whatnot, or, joking, you could be joking with your universe. But if you are really serious about that, then your universe has nothing better to do than to create that situation if you are sincere. And you have to be sincere about that, though. That is the question. You cannot be joking around, right? Your resident, your root energy is what's going to create your general universe, right? So what are you standing in your frame, right? What are you framing yourself? What energies are you framing it around? So if you are framing yourself around lack and you are looking out of you're realizing through your realize, right? In your universe, as you are standing there in the center of yourself as lack, framed around that, you are going to create. The frame is your universe, what you see, right? Who you are, how you stand and carry yourself. Will be all of lack. You will not see yourself as worthy of having anything. You will be jealous of those who do, right? You will be like, oh, how did you get to get the square, nice, decent square sized pizza? I could only afford the little round square garbage pizza, right? Or whatever it is in your universe. Ooh, you are going to get jealous of people. You are going to see things in a smaller way. Why? Because you have framed your universe from lack and fear, right? And you are walking around as your center core. So if you are spinning your universe, your inside is spinning as lack and fear, your frame will be built. Your universe will be built on lack and fear. When you go to ground yourself, you're grounding into the lack and fear that you are creating and feeling in your universe. Are you seeing that, right? And so then your universe has nothing but to do but to mirror that back to you as lack, as fears, right? So you will go, a lot of your universe is going to be walking around going, I wish I could afford that. I want that. You are generating that lack, spitting it up, right? And then saying, I wish, I want, I can't have. And then your universe is going to present lots of ways for it to tell you, you can't have that. You cannot afford this and what have you, right? Are you seeing what we are You are creating all of this, right? You are the toroidal field. So if you are, this is just another larger field that's a feedback system, right? A biofeedback loop, right? That is what you are. So from your end then, can you see how you are spinning and ginning that up in your frame, right? So if you stand there and you are like, hey, I do not have this, I do not want this is not in my universe, whatever it is, you are going to spin that up, recreate that for yourself into your frame. Are you in understanding? Are you seeing what you are doing? to and for yourself, through yourself, about yourself, right? So if you shift, and not that you say, you have to have that in your heart though, right? It is not about just shifting, but if you are standing in yourself as gratitude, right? And you are seeing from a lens then of gratitude. You're not seeing from lack. What are you creating then, right? How are you creating your universe and what is coming around into your frame? So if you stand and center yourself in gratitude, right? And stand in that frame of gratitude is now my attitude, right? And you are looking through the lens of gratitude that you are dervishing, spinning around, right? And you are grateful. And that is your frame. Then everything that comes into your frame, generally speaking, you're going to be grateful for, right? So if you are going to the star and you get what you get, no matter how much you buy from the star, you are grateful that you have groceries, right? If you are going to work and you may not like your job per se, but you are grateful for the paycheck or for the opportunity to be helpful or what have you, right? Or to grateful even to see your friend at work, whatever it is, right? But you are grateful. You are not going in karmically, right? Here we go. The opposite of grateful, lackful, right? I am not seeing anything in my universe. This job sucks. Hateful, right? Spiteful. Whatever it is, you are full of not love, right? You are seeing the opposite in your universe. What are you going to create? You have the great. You created all. It's all your resonant energies. Are you seeing what we are talking about here? So if you are grateful for your job at work, right, then you are grateful that you are bringing in the funds to give you choice. It may not be the full choice you want, but you are grateful for the level of choice that you are able to create in your universe with money, right? With tickets to ride, right? So that is what we are talking about here. How are you framing it out? How are you seeing it in your universe? That is the question that I cannot answer that for you. You have to answer that for yourself. But are you in the understanding of how this works? There we go. Are you in understanding is the question. So from your end then, what is the center, the energetic center? H. Good morning, welcome. What is the energetic center that you are standing in your frame, in your universe right now? What is the energies that you are filling up, sending into it, right? That is the question you have to ask for yourself. What energies are you filling your cup with today to create your universe? Is it lack? Is it fear? Is it hate? Is it anger, frustration? Whatever it is for you, you are that centered energy. You are the one who is creating that. And so for yourself, spinning up that energy of hate, what kind of universe do you think you will create? Will you be abundant? Probably not. Will you have friends? Most likely not. But if you are standing in the centered energy of hate, you will create a universe that will bring hate into your frame. You will see and hate your universe as well. But if you are standing in the universe of love, of trust, of peace, of gratitude as your centered energies, then you will create a loving, living universe. You decide. You are the one who decides how to frame out your universe, by what energy you want to put at its core, right? So are you grateful? What are you emanating as you walk down the street? Are you the cool guy, like staying alive, right? And you have that energy, then you're swagger, right? Then you are good, right? And you carry that with you. But if you are feeling lack or hate or distrust or whatever it is in your frame, you are going to create that in your universe. You're going to see that on the outside as well. And you are going to create that through people are going to see that as well within you. You're going to become the hate, anger, distrust, whatever it is, lack, whatever you are creating, right? Are you seeing how this spins together here and how you are creating all of this? So where do you stand? That's why we are working with gratitude. If you are framed with gratitude, then everything you are grateful for comes in. The universe sees that and wants to give you more. You are saying, I am grateful for this universe. Thank you for this experience. Please, more. I am thankful. It's going to bring you more. You are not in hate. You are not in spite. You are not looking for what wasn't. You are in gratitude. By doing so, you bring in more to your universe. And are you in understanding as we spin this around? So where you center is your key. And that's why we do the fast energetics, right? So you center into gratitude, center into yourself. You are not dervishing around, and you are not definitely giving your universe to somebody else by stating it's their fault or they are creating for you, right? Exactly. So from your universe, then where are you standing today? How are you framing it out? Are you framing yourself in lack? If you have $10, are you framing yourself in wealth? You have $10. It's all how you see it. Still only $10, but what can you do with $10? You can do a lot, but if you see it that way, but thinking you have to see it that way. So how are you framing yourself? How are you framing your universe? How are you seeing things as they move forward or not in your frame? That is the question you have to ask for yourself. So we're not going to go too much longer here in this channeling, but from your end, see that, be that, understand where you stand in that you are the creator. You are the creator of the energy. This is all an energetic field. So the energies that you put to the field is what's going to be fed back to you in your material world and in your energetics that you feel inside yourself as well. You create the feeling inside yourself based on how you ground your energies in lack or fear, or trust or distrust or mistrust or love or hate or whatever it is. If you are grounding in hate, what kind of universe do you think you will create, and how do you think you will feel if you are creating hate in your frame? Releasing transmission. We don't have to say I am Archangel Raphael and I'm chanting, or Saint Germain and I'm chanting, but he doesn't do that anymore. But yeah, so from this end there, what are you creating? What are you feeling? If depending on, it's all based on your frame and what you're putting in to that, like with the house, right? Framing out a house, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, or 3 bedroom, you frame it out, and then you build the house by putting in the walling off and creating a bedroom. In this case, you're creating you're welcome, Victor. You're creating your universe based on what you put into the center core, the energy of that, and what you stand in and for, and who you are. So if you're standing in a positive frame and standing in gratitude for what you have or don't have in your universe, yeah, but knowing that it's going to be there, it's not easy to. It's not always easy to do though. That's the hardest part. Here's the hardest part of that, guys, is trust. I have a frame that I stand. I'm in my frame. I understand. I am grateful. I see that. I see my universe. I see where I've come from. I've done the standing the 1,000-foot overlook at my universe. I've looked backwards to see where I am now. Not like look backwards in a karmic way, but just energetically, right? And we'll discuss that as well. Doing a look, maybe on my birthday, Friday. Looking back, but not in a negative way, so that you pull yourself forward in a positive way. Right? And we can do it right now. Honestly, a lot of us look backwards and we're like, I didn't get very far. But if you truly look where you were 5 years ago and you stand in that frame for just a second, and you can do so just by calling in those energies of where you were, you can feel the sadness, the lack, or what have you. Try it one day. If you are not feeling your current universe, if you're like, I'm not feeling it, where I'm at isn't working for me, what I'm looking for, I'm not finding, whatever it is, and I'm not stating these things are the case, but what I'm getting at is stand in that for a second and look backwards 5 years. Most of you will be like, oh, I found a lot. No, I'm good. Trust me. If you can delineate or find that difference between yourself from 5 years ago to the who you are now, and you can stand in that who you are now with the energetic feeling and knowing of who you were 5 years ago, 99% of you would be immediately grateful, I would imagine, right? So that's the point, guys. And then if you can see the bigger picture and see that, this, that may not be there, what have you, whatever it is, and I'm really kind of talking to myself too, if you can understand this, it all works out. And so stand in that. What are you filling in? It's like you're building something, but you have to fill in the land first, right? So what are you filling into the land so that your foundations are stable and you create a better, right? So your foundation's based on your frame and what you have in your unit. So if you're going out today angry, what are you generally going to see? More angry people, anger in your universe. You're going to be more angry. You're going to get aggro customers if you have a job that's customer facing. It's just going to be more angry in general. If you go out with your center as peaceful, what are you going to see? First off, you're going to look for more peace because that's where you're centered. If you're angry, you're going to look for more anger. Are you getting it? So you're going to be in more peace. You're going to see more peace. You're going to feel more peace. You're going to have more peace built around you because you're already centered in peace. So you're telling your universe, this is the theme, the energy I want to play in today. I want to play in peace. I want to play in love. I want to play in joy. So wherever you're standing, however you see that, wherever you in here, it's going to be reflected by the others and everything else out there. As above, so below, or inside, so outside as well, right? So as inside, so outside. All right, guys. So carry that with you today. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, right? Stand in your frame and climb into yourself if you need to, even by stepping out and pulling yourself out of the crowd and like, all right, I got to take a pause for a minute. Go to your car or whatever. And frame yourself out. You can reframe yourself. You can tear down the old frame by just tearing down that structure, right? But I'm not in lack and staying, I'm in abundance. Look at my universe. And you rebuild the frame instantly. And then your universe outside eventually will reflect that abundance right back at you in some fashion. Are you seeing that? That's how it works. It's not hard, but what's hard is to remember that all these situations are not you, and not to absorb them, to reframe yourself into something like lack or hate or distrust or anger or frustration, or any of those things that spiral you backwards versus lifting you up. There we go. I'm shedding. All this dead skin on me from standing in the sun a lot, and so exactly. All right, so let's work with the rose quartz, guys. So yeah, thank you. I think that's framing. There we go. I'm making a title. Your universe is the frame that you build, right? So what you see in the 3D is the frame that you build in the 5D and the 3D, right? So the 3D, the frame that you build inside yourself in the 3D is what you see. All right, rose quartz. Rose quartz for healing. For me, I always generally tend to cancel this. I'm not dialing this up and spelling this out, right? But example wise, I tend to lose rose quartz, but maybe I fill it up and it's done, right? Gotta go. But who knows? But this is the stone of love as well. So you can ground into love through the rose quartz. You can also ground into physical and emotional healing with the rose quartz as well. So what are you trying to heal? What are you looking to heal? And of course, energetics only works with your permission. And so here we go. So yeah, so let's work with the rose quartz here as I'm going through. For yourself, imagine what you're looking to heal and send that energy from the rose quartz into it. Center yourself with the rose quartz as well. You can heal your frame with the rose quartz, your aura as well. You can hear anything that you're looking to heal for. Like if you're having issues in the 3D itself where you need a better job and you've been karmic about that to yourself, like myself in a lot of ways. So then you heal that with the rose quartz. You can also send this to your root or your sacral chakras as well. And of course, last night, if you missed Laura B, there we go. She was live as well. So if you did not get a chance to watch Laura B, Let's Spirit Guide, do check her out as well. It is in the family guides. It's in the posts, the community posts. So it's the second post back is her channel there in the live. So check that out, guys, if you did not. You go, why would I watch somebody else who did tarot card readings? Because in the beginning she does a group message, and at the end she does a 3-card Monty there. So pick a card. And number 3 seemed to be the wild, the choice last night. Myself and Jared and a few others. So number 3. So here we go, guys, with the rose quartz, and your permission is the. Here we go. All right. Do 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 do. So what are you looking to clear, guys? Throw it into the rose quartz. La 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 la. All right, so we're clearing with the rose quartz. You generate the energy you want to clear by grounding into the rose quartz with that energy. Giving it to the rose quartz, letting it loose. You may feel this, like again, in your root and sacral chakras. You may feel this in your heart chakra as well, for sure. If the chat froze on my end. All right, there we go. All right, guys. So yeah, as we progress into the week here, it's going to get interesting. Friday we will have a show, July 4th. So if you're able to make it, I don't anticipate having any issues for myself. And if you can't make it, it's July 4th. That's certainly understood. But we will have a birthday celebration of some fashion. Isn't if I'm correct, and I don't have my calendar in front of me, and I lost the piece of paper I had because I spilled water on it. But is today somebody else's? Today is the third. Yeah, isn't it today somebody else's birthday as well? And is there a birthday in the chat? That's the question. I think somebody else's birthday is today. I can't get to my calendar on my phone without losing the show. So that's the quick. That's the thing. Um, Thank you, Josh. That's something. Soothing and pulling on something. Yeah. So, is there a birthday in the chat or somebody's birthday? I know somebody's birthday was today, and if it's not, I'll have to make a short to throw it out there. But Trista, thank you. I'm losing my mind. It's been a couple of days. Yes, Witchy Trista. Witchy Trista's birthday is. I think it's Trista is today. I do believe. Today's my granddaughter's 11th birthday. But yeah, today is Trista's birthday. I do believe. Or is it Amanda? Is it Amanda's birthday? That's it. It's Amanda or no? It's Amanda. I think it's Amanda Haven's birthday. I wish I could just jump out real quick, but I'll lose the show if I flip over to my calendar. But if there's a birthday today, I'll make a short, and they'll get a whole video for their birthday. So I think it is Amanda's birthday. But yeah, I do remember it being somebody. But yeah, nobody's in the chat who's stating it there. So yeah, is it? I don't know. It's in my calendar. That's the thing. I can't get to my calendar. I just realized it was somebody's birthday today. All right, so we'll check the calendar app here, and but that's tomorrow the 3rd. Oh, tomorrow's the 3rd. All right. Yeah, that's right. Today's the 2nd. That's what happens when you don't set your watch properly. So yeah, is today the 3rd or the 2nd? Yeah, today's the 2nd. So yeah, so let me check my calendar. It's tomorrow actually. I think it's yeah, my watch is saying the 3rd, so that's why I threw off a day. So all right, there we go. I've been saved by the date. All right, so what are you clearing from your end here? I'm going to pull. Somebody's got a big knot here. I'm pulling this out. Yeah, mine is Saturday the 5th. Who knows? Maybe I'll go live Saturday. Just do a quick birthday transmission. Before fish. And I'm not actually working that one, so I don't have to be there till 5. All right, guys. We're going to seal this off here in just a moment or two. Your birthday? My birthday. Happy early birthday. Yes, Saturday is my birthday. This is the first, and it's not easy for me, but I'm doing this. Generally, I get karmic as hell about my birthday and don't want to celebrate it. And last year, I didn't, I don't think I even mentioned it last year. I did good dawning, I recall, but yeah, if you look for the July 5th episode last year. It ain't there. That's the only one I deleted from the entire series. Yeah, all the cancers out there, happy birthday. We hold the emotional waters of the world. Most men, even as a Cancer, are rooted more in their divine feminine. Cancers hold the emotional balance of the world. Most Cancers, we take the emotional weight of the world so that it's balanced. We want to. But yeah, I've got a few stickers around here tell me I don't have to own the weight of the world. I've written it down a few times. Being a Cancer is a unique, definitely an interesting space to be. All right, let's seal this off. And thank you. All right, so we seal this. Whatever you put into, we amplify with love, and we say hallelujah. All right, thank you, Lakeside. I'm glad you are tough, Josh. Yeah, I don't know, crazy. Yeah, so I never really celebrated my birthdays. I would push people away, of course, because I pushed everyone away because I didn't feel worthy. Because now I know why. And so this year we will celebrate a birthday. I will allow for the celebration. Josh, how have you felt since your birth about your birthday? How I've been feeling about Christmas since you are celebrating. I will too this year. Oh, thank you, Tina. Um, yeah, generally it's been to the point where I've spent 90 something percent alone. And even if people were around, I'd just be like, nah, and just push them away and spend my birthday alone, and then complain that I spend my birthday alone. That's real karmic, right? But I created the situation, so all right. So yeah, favor. We'll have a great birthday. Now you can't push us away. You're stuck with us, but exactly, I can't push myself away too. That was the first thing. I was pushing myself away first. But yeah, grateful. Grateful, 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 thankful, and of course, always blessed. All right, guys. Thank you for another episode of Good Dawning, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, thank you. No, the only thing I could do is push myself away first, but I can't do that to myself anymore. I don't even hold that in. It's harder. You know what? You know what's actually the case now that the trauma is. Once the trauma comes to the surface, it's harder to push yourself away from yourself than it is to just actually be with yourself and love yourself, right? It's more work to do negative stuff. It's more work to be hateful, spiteful, than ever is to just flow into love and any of that. And so, yeah, and it's more work to hold up, and I'm beginning to learn this as well, hold up the survival mode, trauma, and all that, than it is, yeah, so it's more work than anything else. And yeah, so just curious. I want to do a test here. See if this sounds. Actually, I'm not going to mess with the earbuds. Let's see if it works as a speaker, but I can do that, or as a microphone, but I can do that later. Sad I'm late, but glad I made it. Love always makes it. Thank you. Grateful, Lakeside Laura, that you're part of this, and thank you. And if you're not subscribed to Lakeside Laura, you too can have fun with Alexis, to say the least, and find 5 minutes of in your universe from Lakeside to you. So yeah, please do subscribe. And of course, Angela, whose channel is pinned to the bottom, will be live with us on Monday to do light language and singing and Huji not, Huji what's it. And so yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. And we will have Angela on. So please mark your calendars, guys. All right, let's close this out, guys. Thank you so much. Remember, whatever you put in your frame today will show up in whatever your bones are, your frame, whatever you're centering in your universe will show up in the physical, in yourself and in your universe. All right. So as we close out here, we do a group Josh hug, just like you hear on Victor Truth Wave here at 9:45 in the dawning today. I may be there, I may not. I'll probably end up napping before I go to work. I don't have to dash. I have enough dashes. I could use the cash, but really, it's like I could use the sleep. To be more honest, but yeah, sleeping from 7 to noon gives you a whole 5 hours there, which is a kind of a crazy deal when you think about it. Good dawning is a great way to start the day, isn't it? That and truth wave. Oh, thank you, thank you. You know what blows my mind as well is that yeah, I always thought that if I miss one show, then I'll miss another. My general thing to do is anything that generally is creating positive in my universe is to blow it up, right? And so I have not yet done so with this, but karmically, it's certainly to blow it up and then turn around and lie about it, right? See, it wasn't working anyways. It was whatever. It is, but, craziness, but yeah. So thank you guys. Let's close this out here. Yes, Bonnie, would get your. Thank you. I appreciate you, Elizabeth. I had a crappy birthday this year, only to find out there was a valuable lesson I learned. Yeah, I've had a few of those. I had a birthday once. My mother called me the next day, and she's like, "Well, what'd you do? How was your birthday? Didn't you go out?" I'm like, "No, I was at home by myself." And she's like, "What?" And it was like we totally miscommunicated and didn't even get the envelope. We just laughed, and it's like, "All right, it was just another day, anyways, sort of." But yeah, sort of. But yeah, so even through miscommunication, it was just like, "Nope, you're alone." We resist. No, you know what you resist, though, persists. I don't resist anything because what you resist, generally, if you're pushing against something, then the universe is going to throw it right back at you because you need to keep pushing against it, right? Because you're creating that energy, so it has to stay in your frame. If you resist something, you keep it in your frame because you're pushing against it. So if you keep pushing against something, you have to keep pushing it. It has to be there to be pushed, right? So there we go. You might get smackerelled. You might smackerelled. What's smackerelled? Yeah. So don't resist anything. I've learned that a lot. I've resisted change, right, all up until now, and so the longer I resist change, guess what happens? No change at all. As a matter of fact, more deeper old stuff comes into play. But yeah, all right. So I'm no longer resisting. If you want to be in, no, I can resist myself, which is really, and I'm the energy I'm creating all of this, anyways. It's all really. It might even be just a figment of my imagination. Imagine if at the end of all this you pop up and you're like, wait, where am I? You know, like in a whole nother universe, but in your physical, and this is all just a dream, so to speak. All right. What a great word, Laura. Um, yes, it is. You might get smackerelled. Nice. All right, so let's jump into our group hug here and close out for the day. And again, thank you guys for yesterday. I couldn't figure out a better way to notify you that I'm not live. Is to just name the show. I'm not live. Check out the post, and I guess it worked. So yeah, but thank you guys again for being here. Yes, this all it's trauma healing, right? Because now I can step away from the show and trust that you guys aren't going to know, well, he's gone. Well, screw that. We don't need to come back for this. That in my mind, that's what I would think. Trista, good dawning. Love you. Grateful. Trista, as you're amazing. And yeah, so guys, thank you again. I think Sunday. I think I'm going to end up being the host for Nuestra Tabula Rasa at 9 o'clock on my time. So I will be here for that. And I am not working this Sunday, so I should be here for that. And then we take it from there. But yeah, the lesson was a valuable gift. So sometimes you get the greatest gifts and lessons on your birthday. So there we go. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. So let's close this out. Group hug, guys. Left arm up, right arm up. So left arm up to the person to your left, right arm up onto the person to your right. And like a football huddle or a scrum that you see in Australian rules football, we line up and we put our arms on each other's shoulders. And as we do so, we send our love through our left arm. So it comes around clockwise, then nowhere else. It's going to come back through your right arm and come across your heart chakra and go around. As it does, it also contains everybody else's heart. And as we spin up together as one heart, as our love goes through your heart and my heart and Henny's heart and Millie's heart and Trista's heart, as that love spins through, we carry that love into each other, and our love turns into one giant love, one heart, and we connect our one heart in a reverse tornado style up to the greater source field. We funnel that love up into the greater source field, and we see each and every one of us in the greater source field in love and peace, and we see each and every one of everybody else as well in love and peace. We see everybody in the greater source field with, come in, please, four walls. No reason why anybody on this planet should be living in a hut, a thatched hut, a mud hut, a tin roof shack, whatever it is, a cave, a knot in a tree under a bridge, unless you're Anthony Kiedis, who did live under a bridge. But nonetheless, if not by choice, if you have a choice to live somewhere like that, then you're choosing to. That's up to you. But everybody on this planet deserves to have a house, a full house, with two bedrooms, right? And 2,000 square feet and an acre of land. Why? Because 2,000 square feet and an acre of land for everybody can fit where in the state of Texas. Everybody can live in Texas with an acre of land, drive their car, and have plenty of space to move around. Crazy as it sounds, right? But yeah, it's true. We don't have a population or a density. We have a density problem in our inner cities. We do not have an overpopulation problem, and we may not truly have 8 billion people on this planet to begin with. But nonetheless, we see each and every one on this planet with love as well. There's no reason why anybody should be chasing love on this planet. If there is 8 billion, that means that there should be a lid for everybody's pot theoretically, and everybody should be able to get a hug on this planet. There's no reason why anybody on this planet chases a hug, does not get a hug, goes months or years without a hug or anything else. Everybody here has purpose and should be seen with that purpose and with love. Because everybody in their houses as well with fresh running water. There's no reason why anybody should be running to a lake to fill up a cauldron and then put it on their head or what have you and walk back and place that cauldron on a fire pit made of dung, right? You see where we're going here. Boil their water for 30 to 40 minutes and then wait another hour or two just to get a sip of cool water. Everybody should have the right to instant water in some fashion that is fresh, pure, and clean and free of the big F. Exactly. We don't say what it is because that'll knock this. But the big F, right? Nobody should be drinking that. And we see that not in your water as well. But no, there's a device that you can put on a table, 10% humidity, turn the dial. Out comes fresh, clean, pure air water from the air. So if we can pull water out of the air, then yeah, exactly. There's nothing that we can't do. Yeah, and we see each and everybody in those houses with fresh fruits and vegetables. There's no reason why anybody should be out of food on this planet that produces more than enough, even though 50% of all of our food never makes it from farm to table. It just goes from farm to rot. So there we go. We see the governments of the world being less karmic, apologizing for the grifting, grafting, lying, stealing, and generally harassment of their citizens. We see the armies of the world ignoring their governments and placing their weapons on the ground and going up to these they would have shot and de-lived otherwise for absolutely no reason other than somebody in a government saying to do so. Are they your authority? That's what you mean. But somebody in the government to do so, to tell you to unalive these people, right? So we see them shaking hands and comparing pictures of family and sitting down to break bread and realizing that we are all one. And we see the governments of the world having a Jello wrestling contest, and whoever is the greatest Jello wrestler, right, and can wrestle in Jello and not slime themselves, and can stand up at the end of the Jello wrestling match is the winner and can swing their big Jello over the world and say that they've won whatever they've won there and whatnot instead of blowing exactly. So Jello wrestling, and then we see each and every one of us here in joy and peace and prosperity. We see and healing, and we see Henny with her new home. We see Yolanda healed from her fall. We see Karen not going to the doctor and healing from her stuff. We see Rick never going to an oncologist again because he's totally healed. We see Chloe with her business all aligned up and running and amazing and supporting her universe. We see anybody, anywhere, at any time with any issues whatsoever, and of course Chloe feeling better as well. We see it all healed. We see Suzette with her mom in her totally brand spanking looking new car, all repaired and fixed up, of course, and we see her universe all set with the air conditioner not being turned off at night and somebody coming in to do respite care for her mother as well. So whatever you have going on in your universe, we see it healed, we see it prosperous, and we see it amazing. We take that love that we have that we've connected to the greater source field. As we get ready to release it, we see Mother Gaia without any X's or O's in the sky and with any forever chemicals or plastics built into her, air, water, streams, and so forth, and land. We take that reverse tornado and we release it into the greater source field like a balloon and let our love connect with the greater source field as we do every dawning, and we see ourselves in an amazing day. Hallelujah, so it is, and so it shall be. Let me close it out and seal this off. All right, guys, thank you so much for sticking around for that. I appreciate it. All right, guys, remember everything you do or don't do helps create your loving, living universe. If you're in a dark night of the soul, as you release your darkness to the light, see that the darkness is somebody else's darkness embedded in you. Just how we interpret it. We release it, we let go, we send it off to the greater source field with love, and we step into a higher vibration to create our loving, living universes as our cells spread out into the light body that we encompass. Stay awesome, guys. Remember, you are the awesomeness today. Whatever you do. Thank you, guys, for being here. And I will see you all again tomorrow. Yes, technically that's the one you watch for readings for. Yeah, and again, Monday, Angela will be here with us. Today is Wednesday, so happy hump day. I think Hershey might be live. Who else? Victor is live Wednesday. Who's live today? I don't think too many people are actually on Wednesday. Have a wonderful day, guys. Stay awesome, and I will see you all in the next. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you and love each and every one of you always. And thank you. Mike, 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 Mike. Take care, guys.